So I'm going to go ahead and start filling in some of these areas once I turn my burner on. Always a good decision, right? Just saying. Try lowering this down to 500. 515 is a little much. So right here at the top of the head, it's slightly darker than this area here. Not by much. Maybe 15, 20 degrees. Slightly a little bit more brown. That's it. But when you're doing a portrait, everything matters. I'm not even sure how many hours I have into this piece already. I think I got like 5 or 6. I'll take it down just a notch, maybe like 490. Just leaving some burn marks. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Would you look at that? You ever see those videos? I assume you have because you said that, but I love those videos where he's talking about the car. Just look at it. Just look at it. Those videos are so awesome. Yeah, he's got a lot of light hair on him. And then slightly darker hair, but when I actually go in and start filling in like the nose and stuff like that, this porch is going to come straight to life, yeah. Rolls of Plopography, guaranteed. Everything I put my pen to is pure fire. See what I did there? Because I'm a wood burner. Pure fire guaranteed. That's catchy. I should use that tagline. Can't make that shit up. Right? It's a good one. Bring in the heat. That's good too, actually. I dug right in there big time. Shit. Nah, he's got a couple dark spots, actually. I'll probably end up having to add those on my own anyway. That's why I think like I'll never get like a huge subscriber base. Because sitting here watching a wood burning for some people is probably just tedious. I mean, if they appreciate the artwork, then, you know, it'll go better for sure. But it is what it is. And I am bringing the heat, right? Now you can tell it's a little bit darker, right? Just by the camera there. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I get a lot of practice, that's for sure. I feel like Hasan's like never gonna see this portrait either. I'll keep it for like 6 years, then I'll get a random message. Like, hey man. Like about damn time, fan. One of his moderators gonna like come into Myersburg and be like, oh hey. I'll be like 80. Where did the wife put my thing? Oh man, I don't have to go through shit on my desk. I got so much stuff on my desk. It's ridiculous. Ooh, my brick. I forgot I found this. These things are amazing for cleaning blades. So fast. Oh, I don't know if you guys seen that. I just stabbed the shit out of that. Just lit right up like a Christmas tree. I feel like this new wood burner is a lot better, but I actually feel like it takes longer to do my artwork now because I can be so much more precise with it. But it'll all work out in the end, right? He's actually he's one of those like talks about politics and people and shit like that a lot. Jesse just loves him. But he had this dog, this portrait I'm doing now actually pass away a few years ago from cancer. And I was going to do a portrait of him, which probably would have brought in a lot more people, I think, instead of a dog portrait. But I was thinking about like what's going to mean more to him, a portrait of him or a portrait of his dog that passed. And I figured a portrait of the dog, right? The fuck? Thanks for following 69 Girls. Apparently I have to go over to YouTube to block your stupid ass. Fuck on out of here. I'll be bye Felicia and you in a minute. You probably don't even see it, which is good. Somebody's spamming my YouTube. Bunch of stupid ass shit. Please put a fucking like on the video. Hey. Oh shit. Where'd it? Oh, you guys can probably hear that, eh? I'll pause it. Someday I'm going to need to get moderators for my 5 people watching. Control the audience from the awesomeness. At least his head's starting to fill in a little bit. I'm not sure how to do it on Twitch. On YouTube, it's really easy. I can just click be moderator. Dude, I would totally trust you to moderate my shit, for sure. Absolutely, I would. I'll look into it. See how I can go about it once I get a few more people, because obviously I can I can do it now because there's nothing to do. Who goes onto a channel with nobody viewing on YouTube and spams best adult waiting? Like, is it because I look like me? They're like, maybe this guy needs some love and attention and support. Best adult dating site. It's because I'm dropping the fire. That's what it is. They see me just making everything lit with my biography, and they're like, this guy needs a dating site for adults only. Like, why would they even call it adults only dating site? Fucking dating site has kids. Like, come on. What's wrong with people? Even the spam can't even advertise, right? Some bullshit's what that is. Idiots. Yeah, that's some bullshit for sure. Can you imagine that? My God. People are so stupid sometimes. Like, the way that how they highlight adult dating site. Like, legit, any new couples nowadays, unless you're, I imagine, older, but even then I don't think it's even relevant. Like, you're gonna get dick pics, you know what I mean? They're gonna send you kitty shots. Like, that's just the thing nowadays. Like, that's like the new substandard. It's like your boyfriend's having a bad day at work. Click. Just to put a smile on your face, baby. You know what I mean? Like, that's the new standard. Can you imagine if they had Snapchat and shit like that when I was a kid? Oh my God. I'd be doomed right now. I think most of us would be, right? Like, it's crazy. Like, I feel bad for parents nowadays, like, and not to sound ridiculous, but especially parents to girls. Like, there's so many bad people out there. And I know you have kids, and I'm sorry for that, Brad, but it's a fact. Like, I feel so bad for these parents to have to deal with these just evil, evil people. Like, my God. Like, whenever I'm on TikTok or something, or I'm just, flying through or something like that, yeah, I bet you're not excited, right? But you'll take care of your business, and you got the perfect yard to bury them, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I wouldn't be excited either, man. Like, so many young girls have, like, and young boys, like, everybody has, like, cell phones and everything else that can take pictures and send pictures and... Like, I wouldn't even let my kid have a cell phone until they were old enough to get a job and fucking pay for it, as far as I'm concerned. But then the social pressure comes into it where all of our friends have a phone, and, like, I can't imagine. I feel bad for parents. It'll be alright, though. Oh, yeah, Trish. Yeah, we don't bury nothing. We call the police. Hey, Brad, we don't do anything bad. We just call the police and say, come get him. I got you, buddy. I didn't say nothing. We cleared it up. Shh. No, but either way, man, that's some scary shit. It's not even the cost of it. Like, I can understand, like, a basic phone so that they can call you, but you can set it up with these companies nowadays too. Like, shit, I've worked for enough of them that you can set it up that they just actually call you. You know what I mean? Like, the phones won't go to just random pictures or go to anywhere. Like the phone calls or text, you can make it so that it only goes to you. I think. I don't know, man. That's a lot of pressure. I mean, Jenny seems like the sweetest lady in the world, but I'm sure she ain't gonna take no shit either, you know? Like when I met her, she was absolutely so kind. Like she asked me to come in, and I think she even offered me food, and I was just dropping off a wood burning. So come on in. Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? But those are the people you don't want to cross. That line is so light right there. It's driving me nuts. I gotta darken it a little bit. Gotta make this section just a little tad more dark. So I'm just gonna use the soft side of the blades to draw it out. Make it just a little bit darker. Give it a little bit of extra tension. Yeah. Especially that one light area. It's driving me absolutely bonkers. Should not be that light. Yeah, the tech we have now, and that's nothing compared to what we're going to have in like 15 years, 20 years, right? All right, Fish, how you looking, bud? Yeah, he's a little light, man. I have to darken him out. It's not too bad in some areas. It's meant to be super light. But, I don't know. I'm going to mull that over for a bit. See what I think. So I'm going to turn on my pen just a smidge. 15 degrees. And then right here, the lines go straight up on both sides of his, the top of his head. And there's actually a white patch right here. So I'll be leaving that untouched. Sorry, I got a reverse image on you guys again, but all right. So if anybody's wondering, for anybody that's watching, Brad, you probably know why I touched this first, because I don't want to leave any of those hot marks. So I'm just going to go kind of like that. You know what? Piss on it. I'm going to put that around for you guys. Piss on it. I should log in. Oh, I can't log into my other Twitch because sometimes I'll log in because Jesse has them subscribed. And I just drop the link being like, oh, somebody's working on wood burning of your dog. But the chat just goes so quick and so fast that it's hard to even get the information out to them, you know? Man, this thing is playing with my eyes. I'm actually just going to line it because it's kind of hard to even see it. It does go a little bit wide. It's weird. This angle, I can see it perfect. No absolute problems at all. The other way, just gone. Just invisible. But once I fill it in quick, I can work with it better on the reverse angle so you guys can actually see the portrait a bit better. Now up here it's actually quite dark. So I'm going to go over it a few times just to get that color out of it. Funny, so there's a couple mornings where I woke up early and I was actually streaming on Reddit, and literally within 4 minutes I'd have 500 people watching me almost instantly. But Twitch and Reddit are very different. They have a lot of, like Twitch has, where you can get subscribers, and you can get financial gain off of it, whereas with Reddit it's just about a popularity contest, which I mean people can give you donations if you set it up, and I don't. But no, like I had the Spider-Man piece. Over 20,000 people were watching me burn that, man. But I mean, if Reddit is planning to make their live streaming compete with Twitch, they got a lot of work ahead of them, I think. So right in here, actually it goes a little bit higher up. I'll have to go back and double check that, but it actually starts getting dark. Like there's like a strand here, and I gotta blend this out better too because this is a little too light. And this is some time-consuming stuff for sure. Now I can use the long side of the blade, but sometimes that'll leave darker patches, and I sincerely don't want darker patches. That causes more headaches. I can go really low, but then it takes a really long time. So what I might do, still up for debate, is if I should take my shading tool and just go over it real slow like. Because it would blend all of this together. Like you can see how when I turn it around, right? How it looks like almost a little bit patchy, like there's like almost puzzle pieces. But once I take, hard to see in these glasses, I won't lie. Damn it. I'm bringing out the whole toolkit. So once I bring out either this one, this is a bucket shader, but this one you have to use at a really hot temperature to seem to get anything out of it. So this leaves dark patches like a son of a gun. But this one here actually is pretty good at the tip. I can just go through and just lightly coat it almost. So I haven't decided. Hey, and I found my sandpaper that I like. Dude, everything's coming up art. But I was actually trying to avoid that with this piece because my goal was to make it 100% just the hair burning out the color that I want it because of the new burner and stuff. So I may try doing that and just, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. But I'll get it no matter what. I don't do bad work. And once I get some time, I'm going to actually start taking, like, making tutorial videos on my recommendations, stuff like that. So I think it'll help overall. Because it's really weird, like, I think that's why I knew I was going to be a decent wood burner, because I didn't look up any videos. Like when I was trying to learn violin and guitar, I looked up tons of them, but with this, none. Like I wanted to learn it all on my own. I wanted to figure it out all for myself. Whether that was a good method or not, I'm not sure. I'm sure I've learned a lot of bad habits. But you learn from your mistakes too, right? And that's the important part. We all learn from our mistakes. Actually, what I can do though is I can do this real quick. Yeah, it'd be cool, right? Sorry, you're just gonna see my ugly ass keyboard for a minute. I just don't want to go through all of this and then him not even know it exists. Right? And I mean, it's fine if, like I don't care as long as that when I do it and I get it finished, that I just need an address to actually mail it off to. That's all that really matters to me. That's all that matters to me. That's not being made for nothing. Sorry, this will just be a second for anybody that's looking at my keyboard. Yeah, it's not easy though, man. It's just because the things are so fast. I'm just gonna tweet it out to him in hopes that he eventually finds it. Like you're like, we'll make him see it. Well, let's see how that goes. We'll make him. I'm gonna drive to probably California, knock on his door, be like, hey man, something I want you to see. All right, let's keep going. I did my good deed. I messaged it. That's all that matters. If he sees it, he sees it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. The one thing too is when I'm going through and I'm doing the burning, is because the lines are so damn close together, sometimes it actually cuts the wood on each side and leaves a splinter. I feel like anybody that watches the video is going to be like, oh, it says that you're doing a portrait of Hasan and his dog. And it's like, I am. He's in the dog's eye taking the portrait. You can actually see him Well, I mean, you can't really tell it's him, but you can tell it's a person. I'll assume it's him for argument's sake. Alright, so blending down here from about this line, it starts getting a little bit darker. So I'm just going to go through and add some of that now. So I'm going to bump this up by 15 degrees. Oh, I turned it off. Now we're at 520 Celsius. Alright, so now it starts kind of going up this way. And this spot's definitely got to be darker around that white patch. But I can only do so much at a time, so I'm going to start drawing this down now. It actually doesn't change the color of the dog, it's just a shading of the picture. So I just got to keep filling in the color, keep filling in the color. That's why wood burning takes so damn long. It's a very meticulous art form. So it's a long process. I'm going to have to go back and look on my YouTube. For some reason, I got to figure out how to keep the videos on my Twitch, but I got to go back in and see how many hours I put into it, so I keep myself updated on it. Tonight it'll probably be several hours, I'm sure. And the darker these lines are on the side, the more that white patch in the middle of his forehead is actually going to stand out. And that'll be coming right down to here, but I just wanted to fill it out because I'm already here. See, what a lot of wood burners do is they'll actually fill this in with just solid color. They would just burn it light brown. Not me, I put every single hair I can into it. Yeah, color's coming out nice though. So I'm actually doing the wood burning on basswood live edge. That's why it's got the bark on the sides. Always makes it look real nice. And the whole time I'm burning to, it's like this angle and straight on, right, to try to follow the hair pattern. Not always easy to do though. Sometimes you get lost in it. So that color's not too bad right there, but when it comes in close to this white patch, I'm gonna have to go a lot darker around the edges. I just want to fill it in before I try to control the color. And have a sip of my coffee because I needs it. Yeah, I tried getting Reddit on the live stream, like a multi-stream platform, but for some reason I can't add it. The one good thing about Reddit though, it's super chill. You can listen to whatever you want, you can say whatever you want. There's no, yeah, they just don't care. Yeah, I may end up having to do the brush effect on this. May have to. So my goal is to do like quadrants, right? Like get this side done, maybe get both ears done, maybe get the nose done, then do this side. But what I can do too is once it starts looking more like fish and I put it up on the stream, he's got a lot of fans, right? Like millions of followers. So once I take a picture of it and I actually put it up and say, instead of just a link, like here's the picture I'm working on, I'm doing a portrait of your dog Fish, there's a lot more apt that somebody's going to be like, hey man, that actually does look like fish. We'll get him. He'll find out. I don't give up too easy. I'm gonna try turning down this just a little. See if I can blend some of this in. So I'm gonna switch out knives. Just because I'd like it to look a little bit more blended. It just looks nicer. But it's kind of a timely process. And at a really low temp. So I'm gonna try 500. Actually, I'll try 490. Actually, this would be a great spot to start. I'm gonna turn it up to 500 even. This area is supposed to be a little bit dark or darker. Yeah, I can already see the difference. The difference, like 5 or 10 degrees, makes is insane. It's absolutely crazy. The difference of 5 degrees can make 10 degrees. See, because I want this to go darker, I think I'm okay with the temperature to do the whole thing. But I gotta go slower because I want it to be just a little bit darker than these areas over here. So I just gotta make sure to take my damn time with it. Because there's so many hairs on a dog that it just blends all together and it looks like a solid color even though it's not. In this area I'll do a little bit faster. So it'll still darken it, but it won't be as dark. But it'll blend it all together so it looks like it's more equal parts. If that makes any damn sense. Should start looking a little bit smoother now, I think. Let's see what the camera says. Oh yeah, that definitely looks smoother. Doesn't look as choppy or as gradient, right? Smooth as silk, baby. Oh, I'll be right back. One sec. All right, I'm back. Sorry, the walkie-talkies that we used for the Halloween thing were dying, and all I could hear is, "Please change battery." Please change battery. That's all I could hear. Drive me crazy. And now that I'm here, I'm actually gonna go in and darken that up a little bit. We're gonna do 530 on it. That should help. I hope. Wood burning's a lot of going back and forth. For me, anyway, I guess. Yeah, that's starting to look good. There we go. Let's even get that a little bit blacker too while I'm in there. Yeah, on this edge of the eye, it's like there's no fur on it. It's just skin, but it's really dark. So it's definitely darker than I had it. Attention to the details. That's better. I might go in and highlight it a little bit with my handy dandy razor blade. One right here. Take this light line. So I'm actually going to darken that gleam a little bit and then just go over it and lighten it again because I feel like it's a little bit too shiny, this one right here underneath his eye. So I'm actually going to darken it. Not uber dark or anything, but enough. So I don't think it's supposed to be so thick of a line. It's supposed to be a thin highlight line, that's all. There we go. And the only white in this eye is actually on the brim itself. So there's a little bit up here. And a couple right here. There we go. I like to make sure I keep going over the white lines so I don't lose them. Or the white highlights at least. And he's actually got a very light speck like right here. All things matter. Alright, so there's where we're at with the eyes. Yep. So far, so good. I feel like these glasses are smudged. They must be. Jesus, that's hard to see. Even with the glasses on, it's a nightmare. It's a little bit of smudge that fogs it up a little bit. It just throws me right off my game. Doesn't it, Fish? Fish agrees. Alright, that's better. Let's go. Put that back. Stay up. Thank you. Also, right in here, there's a little dark patch where eye kind of goes up into a small little triangle. Guess I should turn it on, get better results, right? Well, that works actually almost perfect. Man, those some little ass eyes. Yeah, it's better. Just want to make it a little bit darker. It was just a little bit too light. Oh, shit. Oh, this one is. The eyes are the important part. It's going to go super slow on them. Whew. Lord have mercy. Those are some small parts of that eye. Alright. I'm actually going to draw a little bit out of this because that's a little dark. If you look in comparison to the picture of the dog, it's actually, it shouldn't be, it's darker, but it's more like this dark instead of this dark. Like Jessie said, my wife, she said it looks like the dog's crying. So we just got to take a little bit of heat off it, that's all. Whew. See, that looks better without the glasses on. Oh yeah, it's definitely not as dark at all. It's actually pretty good, dang. Dang! Yeah, that just might work. So I smoothed it out, darkened the eyes a little bit, and yeah, I do. I think I fixed it quite a bit there. So I'm gonna get some lines coming out of this, just like I gotta go to the other one, do the same. Not a fan of that sound. This one will look a little bit weirder because there's no fur to line it up against, but it'll be there. All right, what's next on the agenda? I guess I can keep working on the forehead. Or I could do the ear. I don't know what to do, what to do, what to do. Actually, now that I think about it, I might take a break and eat. Maybe come back on a little bit. I haven't had dinner tonight. Oh, I'm hungry up in this mofo. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it for now, but I'll be back online probably in another hour or so, I hope. If not, I'll be on tomorrow night. So peace out, guys.